It's Mayumi to throw first for the bullseye. Outside the ball. Outside the ball. First leg is Mayumi to throw first. Game on.
Quarterfinal number 2 then. And we have Japan against New Zealand. A true World Masters tournament. And this young lady, Mayumi Ouchi, representing Japan. And Wendy Harper from New Zealand.
Not the first time we've seen Mayumi get to the latter stages of the World Masters.
14.
What on earth happened there?
Yeah, I think she just dropped it.
This is a match that wouldn't look out of place at the Asia Pacific Cup. Never mind the World Masters.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Wendy has played 3 games today, has won 5-1 in the last 64 against Tracy Fiatag of the USA. She beat Japan's Yuki Sakaguchi 5-1 in the last 32. And then an excellent victory against Priscilla Steenbergen of
16.
the Netherlands in the top 16 or last 16. And that following on from 3 victories yesterday in her group, 4-0, 4-1 and 4-0. So yet to taste defeat, Wendy.
43.
Of course, you can't afford to taste defeat in this particular section now because we're in the knockout stages now.
Very true.
The title's won there as well, Anthony, I think, haven't you?
Yep, she's won the North Island Masters twice, the Alan King Memorial, twice a New Zealand Masters champion. She's won the Sunshine State Classic, the Taranaki Open this year, twice a Canterbury Classic champion, and twice back-to-back and reigning John Wilkie Memorial champion. So yeah, Wendy has her fair share of WDF ranking titles under her belt.
If you look at her opponent,
66.
Mayumi Ouchi, she also has played 3 games today. She, in the top 64, she beat Gerline van Rosmalen from the Netherlands, 5-0. She beat her fellow Japanese competitor, Yoko Suzuki, 5-3 in the 32. And then England's Kirsty Hutchinson, a great victory for her.
16.
So both of these ladies have had great victories in the last 16 against Priscilla Steenbergen. Got to the quarterfinals of the Lakeside in 2022, and Kirsty Hutchinson, who of course was a finalist at Lakeside in 2022. So, and Mayumi also had a very clear passage in her group stages
15.
yesterday, where she won all 3 of her games by 4-0. So, and her titles are also stacking up. I can see Anthony's got them in front of him.
Yep. Has won the pairs at the WDF World Cup. She's the reigning Bud Brick Memorial champion, twice a Hong Kong Open champion, and 5 times the Japan Open champion, winning her first of those titles in 2007, also winning in 08 and 09, before winning in 14 and again in 2019.
And I don't wish to be rude here in any way, shape and form, but if she won the Japan Open, you said 2007,
yes.
Was she about 6 years old? Because the young lady doesn't look old enough to have been competing at that particular stage. So.
Yep, been winning titles for 15 years. I have to do a wee bit of research and actually find out what age Mayumi is. I know it's impolite to ask a lady her age.
Mayumi's got herself down to 60 after 18 darts. She did have the throw in this leg.
100.
Wendy's found a ton, so she'll be pleased that she's now found the treble 20. 60 then for Mayumi, 20 for tops. Tops it is then for the first leg. The winner of this faces the daunting challenge of playing Bo Greaves in the semi-final on Sunday.
Oh,
22. When are you requiring 154?
Not entirely impossible, this. Wendy looking at the 20s. She's gone betwixt and between, I think, the 18s and the 20s there. Yeah, good last start though, to leave
Mayumi
71.
Unicorn 38.
Straight for it, or yeah, I think she is looking down at the 19s. Fantastic expression. Double 8 then.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
shot in the first leg. Mayumi Ouchi. Second leg is Wendy
Customary
throw
bow.
first. Game on.
Customary bow and a round of applause from Wendy as well.
Yes,
This is how they do things in the Asia Pacific Cup. isn't
apparently
it?
so.
Great respect between the two. There's a good hug between the two of them before the match started. So
I have also done my research and I have an answer.
okay,
Would you like to hazard a guess?
no, because I've got myself into trouble with that one before.
Mayumi is 43.
Really?
Yes.
Well, there we go. There we go.
If that's wrong, blame Wikipedia.
Ah. Clearly, I'm
60.
using the wrong moisturiser.
I've just had the message. Mayumi is 43. Yes,
Yes.
correct.
There we go. So that begs the question, why wasn't she winning titles before 2007?
100.
Good start here from Wendy, ton. A reminder that we have two further semi-finals to follow. Quarter-finals to follow this match, and they involve England, Scotland, and he says pressing the button. There we go. England, Scotland.
22.
Why have we gone into the groups there? Nick's pressing the wrong button. Natalie Gilbert is playing, isn't she? Natalie Gilbert against Germany, of course, it is Stephanie Rennock, and Spain's Almudena Farjado against Scotland's Lorraine Hyde, in brackets, not Winstanley.
Indeed.
60.
Yes. They are still to come. Tomorrow we have a really full day of darts tomorrow. The World Open for both the men and the women, a straight knockout tournament. Starts at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, and it's the boys and the girls that are going to be playing the Winmau World Masters. They will play down to the finals, with the finals for both of those tournaments, the boys and the girls Masters, on stage on Sunday, along with the men's quarterfinals,
140.
semi-finals and finals, and the women's semi-finals and finals. So, World Open Day tomorrow for the adults, and World Masters, the Winmau World Masters, of course, day for the boys and the girls.
100. Mayumi Unicorn 141.
If memory serves, the last time we had Mayumi playing in the latter stages of the World Masters, she tended to be a bit unpredictable with her finishing.
Okay. As in
41.
different routes,
Yes.
or couldn't count. There are two different ways of being unpredictable, aren't there?
Different routes, I think.
There's the Jeff Smith unpredictability.
Yes.
In brackets, I've still never seen anyone go for 140 in the way that he's gone for 140. 51, 57, 32.
Likes to keep us on our toes, does Jeff.
Mayumi
Absolutely.
Unicorn 100.
I think I vaguely remember refereeing a match between Jeff Smith and Geoffrey de Graaf.
Oh, yes, that would have been a good pace.
That's 17 City.
80 scored
Double 10.
for a 2-0 lead for Mayumi Ouchi. Oh, and she's just flicked into double 6, so 8 left.
Wendy Unicorn 95.
Now, 25 or 57? Which way will Wendy go? I think she's looking down at the 57. She's gone the 21 route. Okay, that's all right. 74, treble 14. 63 now, so treble 13.
$45.
leave
Mayumi
50.
Unicorn 8.
I'm expecting 2-2-2-2 here with the unpredictability.
Well, you may get 1-2-2.
Yeah, that's
What did you
kick
do?
on the second leg.
Thank you and good night.
Ouchi. Third
Yeah.
leg is Mayumi
Up the road.
throw first. Game on.
Another Wendy Harper giving her a round of applause again. Then pacing around behind her. I don't want to have to applaud after the next leg, thanks very
Yeah.
much.
I had the pleasure of meeting Wendy at the Australian Open this year, and lovely lady. Excellent darts player as well.
Yeah, got a nice sense of humour on her. I met her for the first time yesterday and shared a couple of good stories.
$100. $40.
40 floor.
I can't understand how you can play darts with all that. It's got like a building blocks on the side of her hip. You know, the dart holder and goodness knows whatever else on the. Wendy's cursing herself there, falling into the ones. Made up for it with that
64.
treble 20, but if you look here, you can see on just the back of her leg there. She's got all of her darting equipment. Most people that do bring them up to the stage put them on the table, but
Dart holder, towel, extra pair of socks maybe.
yeah, absolutely.
And Mayumi's decided to play this leg with 2 darts.
Yes, indeed. 80 floor this time. Like a shirt, though, nice and crisp,
Yes.
clear. Wendy's shirt's good as well. You can see it's New Zealand as well. can't you?
100.
Absolutely.
Not forgetting Marco Meyer, of course. Referee extraordinaire from Holland.
That's from the city of Sommersdijk.
$81. $41.
Not much to choose between these two in this leg.
It's not.
4 points the difference.
Treble here from Mayumi, and she's well in charge of the leg, I would suggest. It's an interesting choice. Whether that's another one that slipped out of her hand or not, I'm not sure, but
58.
If it wasn't, then I told you so.
yes, I'm not. Yeah, yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Not quite.
$140. Mayumi, you require
Great darts from
142.
Wendy. Great darts.
Not to be in this occasion for the 142.
62 should be treble 10. Should be coming out.
90.
She did.
Wendy, you require 56.
16 for tops then for Wendy, unless she prefers the 18s. She's looking, I think, at the 16. She's hit the 16, so it's tops then to get a leg on the board for the lady from New Zealand. For the Kiwi, double 10. Oh, and that's on the
36.
wire.
Mayumi, you require 52.
Very, very close, but no cigar on this occasion.
It's going to be up the top of the board. It's going to be a 12 or a 20. It's the 12 to leave tops for a 3-0 lead. That bent the wire, I think.
32. Wendy, you
Movement
require
in the throw.
Yes.
Mayumi just
Yeah,
she
there was there, wasn't there?
lurches forward ever so slightly before she lets the dart go.
Oof, that's awkward. To move over.
She's found the same hole she did the last time.
Let's keep
Absolutely.
showing the third line. Wendy Harper.
This time, though, she does find double 10.
Forward leg, it's Wendy to throw first. Game on.
Bit of a smile with Marco. Dinner date, maybe? Or?
I don't think Wendy's husband will be too happy with that.
Nor Marco's girlfriend, to be fair.
True.
43.
Good number of people have stayed in the venue to watch these four ladies' quarterfinals. So it's been a bit of a trial for the World Darts Federation. The Winmau World Masters, of course, has not been held
59.
for 3 years, and then, of course, moving away from England and coming to play in the Netherlands. But there you get a sight of what a wonderful job the NDB have helped. The Netherlands Dart Board have been absolutely fantastic in the efforts they've put in to help the World Darts Federation
41.
get the World Masters back onto the WDF calendar to give grassroots dart players from across the world the opportunity to pit their wits against their colleagues and
60.
friends from different countries. It's been a fabulous atmosphere all weekend.
It certainly has that.
A couple of this sounds the wrong thing to say, but there has not had to be anyone that's been kicked out of the tournament for not marking, etc. There's been a couple of people who've had to have a little bit of a come on.
21.
You enjoyed your game, now you need to mark.
Yes.
But
A friendly reminder has been given, and
Yes.
then duties have been performed.
yeah, they're still. I think they are going on a lunch date. You know, they're still chatting halfway through the leg. It's very unlike the normal. Perhaps it's a New Zealand thing.
85.
There you can see the seating area of people still watching the games. So it's been a fabulous atmosphere. Everybody's had enough space to be able to watch the player that they want to play, or want to watch, I should say.
One of them 40.
And whilst, of course, there's been disappointment with when players have been losing, especially today in the knockout session, there's also been joy for other players that have been going through to the quarterfinals as we're at.
82.
Wendy's frustrated with herself because she can't seem to get three darts straight. She's managing to find a treble with one of the three, but dart 3 is invariably flicking off into the 1, the 5, the 3 or the 7. But she's 80 points in front in this leg, well, subtracting these, of course.
60.
24 points, if I'm not mistaken, in front. So she's definitely got 6 darts from here, Wendy. And again, there's the first dart in the treble, so she'll be looking at a ton here.
Ton 40 would be magnificent.
Absolutely.
Thank
One
you.
of them 40.
Grief, it's the soothsayer. If you do that again, I'm going to get you to go and get my lottery ticket.
60. No.
Oh, 60 scored,
Yes.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Thank you.
60. When do you require 32?
I'm sure that one counts.
Okay then. Second dart. How's that? This land second dart, I'm going home.
You are.
Yeah,
No.
let's
Oh,
keep
thank
you.
showing the
Well,
forward line.
never mind.
Wendy Harper.
We were saying earlier,
Fifth leg is
Anthony,
Mayumi
about the
to
number of
throw
games
first.
where a player's
Game
gone
on.
2-0 up and they've been pegged back to
Yeah.
2-2, and here we are again. It's been a day of pegging back from 2-2 and missing the big number. They would be the big stories from the comms box this particular day.
There's been a subplot of hitting the wrong double as well.
Ah, yeah.
I've had a good bit of that today.
Yeah.
One of them
Oh, great
40.
start from Mayumi Ouchi.
Yeah. I'll take your 2 legs and I'll raise you.
95.
Just a reminder, if you're just joining us, we've got 2 more quarterfinals after this. We have Natalie Gilbert of England, who defeated Dieter Hedman in the last 16 by 5 legs to 2. And Natalie will play against Stephanie Rennock of Germany, who beat the Netherlands' Alita Weyer 5-3. That's the next quarterfinal. And then we'll wrap up the day's proceedings with Almudena Fajardo from Spain, who beat Mikuru Suzuki. She's had a fabulous year, Almudena. She came to the Europe Cup as one of the Spanish
81.
team and got to the final of the singles tournament there, and now she's finding herself in the quarterfinals of the World Masters. So yes, she beat Mikuru Suzuki, and Almudena will play Lorraine Hyde of Scotland, who beat Michelle Merlet quite comfortably in her last 16 game. In fact, she was Lorraine was the first one through to the quarterfinals and is the last one to play. So she has a bit of a gap. So it's just something you have to manage as a player, isn't it?
140.
Yeah, the players will be used to it, having to wait about, especially in the early stages of events. You play your first game, you've maybe got a couple of hours to just sit and contemplate what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
64. Mayumi Unicorn 161.
She's had a good leg here. 9 darts, 161, Mayumi. So, really good leg. Maybe the 25. I think we would always call that on this position.
Oh, run.
60.
Thank you.
She's smiling. Marco's aftershave must be quite potent, I should imagine. Plenty of chat from the ladies.
81.
There's that last dart again for Wendy. 101 then for Mayumi. 60 to start the combination. She's got the 20, so treble 19 would leave double 12. This feels like it could be where your prediction of... Oh, no.
Oh.
Yes. Bang in. Double 12.
This is where she throws for a double 4 or something. Yep, well done, Mayumi. Checking with the referee, making sure she got the mental arithmetic right.
Whether she understood what Marco said is another question.
Yes, because
I guess we'll see.
A Japanese and a Dutch speaking English.
Yes. Well, she clearly did.
77.
Good for her. Quite right. It's one of the things that the referees love to preach, actually, is, look, players, you should ask what you've got left if you're not sure. Don't take a gamble. We saw it a couple of times. We've seen it on the stream this week where players have
45.
looked as though they've added up and got it wrong. In fact, I marked a game yesterday where a young lady went out on 109. Unfortunately, she went out on 119.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly that. And of course, her opponent then went out on 63 or something like that, so she lost the leg as well. So a bit of a double whammy. So, but double 12 then for Mayumi. Now double 6. Wendy's got a lovely shot, the 135. Always looks good, 135. And she's going to get a shot. So she should be going bull the first dart here.
Yep, bull would leave 85, treble 15 tops. The 25 leaves 110. But you just go your own way, Wendy.
Ouch. And I don't mean ouchie. 55 left.
95.
Well, she's got to her intended target.
12.
But wow, picture of concentration, Mayumi Ouchi. Oh, where's Richard Ashdown when you need him?
The best double 3 hitter in world darts.
I have a story from this venue on double 3 with Richard. One of my best experiences at darts. I don't play darts, for those of you that know me, you'll know why. More likely to hit the marker than I am the board. But at the Dutch Open, myself and Marco play pairs every year. And I'll wait for Wendy to pitch for tops. Double 10. She's in, and Mayumi's going to be...
Wendy Harper. 6 lag is Wendy to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, so Marco and I are playing pairs against a couple of lads, and Marco left me 6, and as I was about to take my turn for 6, Richard came wandering in the venue, and I said, "Excuse me, Richard, if I give you a dart, can you have a poke at double 3 for me?" He did it, 1 dart, and hit double 3. Thank you very much. And I couldn't understand why the officials wouldn't let us have the leg.
Because, and further to that, if I remember rightly, the players you were playing against were quite happy to give you that
Yes,
leg.
they were, yes. Because they knew how rubbish we were and they were going to win anyway. But yes, you're right. But no, the NDB stuck to the rules. I can't blame them for that.
Yeah, fair play to them.
Yeah. So, but yes, a magnificent moment
60.
with Richard. It's Wendy's turn. So she 140 with her first 3, and she's from 2-0 down.
100.
She's really beginning to take control of this quarter-final. But Mayumi has only got herself to blame with those double misses. The double 12, the 6s, the 3s. Now she's found the treble 20 as well. Oh, great darts, and she's back right in the leg. Well played, Mayumi. Wendy's decided to go the 1 route. Oh dear.
7.
Yep, another chat. Another chat with Marco. Of course, you guys know each other from Australia as well, don't you?
Yes.
When you went down to Australia. Okay, so maybe it's not quite as flirtatious as I'm making it out to be. More a friendship thing. Oh, and there's a maximum.
And a round of applause again from Wendy. Outstanding stuff from the Japanese.
You will note that ever since I said the tie has turned round and Wendy's played really well, that Mayumi's taken up my challenge.
Yes.
121. Doesn't need to go for the treble 17. Looks as though she is coming down, though. She's hit a 2, so theoretically she should go 19s here, but I think she's looking back up.
42.
Bizarrely. But 79 left. Wendy will be looking to hit the red bit here to... She could get a ton to get under 100. 95 is going to be awkward here to leave 99 as well if she does hit it.
45.
But
Mayumi Unicorn 79.
I think you're taking to the refereeing stage, aren't you, after this one?
I believe so, yes.
20 and tops then for Mayumi. Tops it is then. She's just about snuck the right side of the wire.
Just made it. Tops for 3-3. Oh, dear.
59. Wendy Unicorn
The
149.
facial expressions I love more than anything.
They are good. 149. This is the one that I couldn't count yesterday, right? I think it was 57. I said bull. And it was... So that was the other taxi I've taken this week.
Mayumi Unicorn 20.
Double 10 then for Mayumi Ouchi to level the game at 3-3.
Wires width away.
Yeah, that's
there, though.
Well done.
Mayumi Ouchi. 7 leg is Mayumi to throw first. Game on.
Now we have effectively a best of 3 from here on in.
60.
Trading 60s at the start of this one.
Yes.
It's not the quickest match I've ever seen in
Do you
my
know,
life.
you've just taken the words out of my mouth. It isn't, but it's been interesting in so much as it's gone one way and then the other.
Yes.
I think. And, you know, the girls are finding good scores. I'll talk it in, Wendy. Don't worry.
140.
She'll take that. Don't worry about that.
Absolutely.
She's only 40 points in front because Mayumi's had a ton and a 60. Oh, and another one on the floor.
I think that's about a fourth or fifth bounce out that
Yeah, I
Mayumi's
think
had.
it's quite a... She doesn't throw them with too much force, I think. So it's not... It's the fact that they're hitting the other dart. It's certainly nothing to do with the board, I don't think. It would be, it's just not.
60.
She's not hitting flights. I think she's just hitting the bottom of her own dart, and where she doesn't throw it with much pace, it's not got the energy to go through that ricochet and into the board.
Yeah, the collision with the dart, she's taking away any momentum that the dart had.
Yeah. I think, judging by her reaction when it happens, yes, it's not a, oh my God, how is this happening? It's more, oh, it's happened again. And perhaps it is a part. Yeah, perhaps it's a part of her darting DNA, if you want to call it that. This is a fantastic leg, Mayumi, down to 161 after 12. There's every chance that Wendy's going to be lower than that.
81.
She is by one. By 1 point. So 161 then for Mayumi Ouchi to take a 4-3 lead. And as Anthony calls it, get onto the hill, I think you call that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's working in a pool hole that's done that to me, you see.
Working in a what, sorry?
A pool hole.
A pool hole?
Yes.
What's one of them?
A hole you play pool in.
Oh, pool, as in the P-O-O-L.
That's the one.
Ah, right, okay. You learn something new every day.
That's what the pool players say, you see, when they're one away, they say you're on the hill.
Okay.
As it so happens, the pool hall I work in, McGoldrick's Pool and Sports Bar, currently hosting its own World Masters today, the IPA World Black Ball Masters.
Oh, okay. Oh, big number, big number, big number.
Do I have to say it again?
40.
No, I said it for you.
Thank you.
Now, we've seen this today, the 132, the 25, 57 and bull.
Mr. Klassen had that earlier on. And
indeed.
Wendy, bull's the dart.
I think we need to sit her down.
Yes.
After this.
Words need to be had.
Yes.
92.
Both times, having said that, she has left tops. From the 135 she left tops, and now she's done it from the 132. But if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. What do you think she's thinking about at that particular moment that puts this little smile on her face as before she picks a dart up to throw?
Oh, the mind boggles. Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Looks a wee bit too much forward there.
Yeah, indeed. He's off to Strictly Come Dancing there. Double 10 it is then. Yes.
And it's there.
Mayumi Ouchi.
So Wendy, it was 2-0 to Mayumi. It was 3-2 to Wendy. It's now 4-3 to Mayumi.
It's gone one way, then another, then back the first way again.
It's a guaranteed 5-4 with one way or the other, isn't it?
Has to be.
Have to start limbering up for your stint. And you do a couple of laps around the block to...
You've taken that too far.
60.
Yeah. Be bad enough for you getting down the stairs without falling down them, to be fair.
I think I remember how to do it.
You've been plumbed in most of the day, and a fantastic job you've done too.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure spouting my inane drivel. Oops.
Oh.
60.
We've just been handed a
You think?
I think is it an apple? Apple or no? It's not. No, it's not apple. It looks like an apple. Oh, cheese. There we go. That's couldn't have been much further away than apple then. Little cheese turnover. If you want to carry on, Anthony, you have that. I'll I think they've just tempted us. They know we can't switch the comms off, so but we've got this cheese. Yeah, it's true. True. If you hear munching in the next few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, it will be us choosing to chew on our cheese turnover. Or
this temptation will have got the better of us.
Yes. It smells lovely.
It certainly does.
Good dart, Wendy Harper. 85 takes her down to 259, and she's 120 odd points in front. Mayumi's coming fighting back a ton for her. Brings her within striking distance again. Wendy 256. And she's back in the treble 20. It's going to swing back towards the girl from New Zealand. There's a few from New Zealand in the crowd sat watching Wendy, and they'll be willing her on. Popular character.
16. Wendy, you require 156.
156 then from Wendy. Not to be. But she will return. Mayumi back in 221.
She'd love this to drop in the red bit. 96 is okay though. Still a 2-dart out. The problem is when Mayumi decides to get a 125 or something here, or 140. And there's a good start. Oh, and she's got that 140. 81, what a great dart there. The pressure's on Wendy now for this 96. She might have been thinking, well, I might have 6 darts from here, but she can't think that way now. That's 3, so treble 19. 74 left.
Treble 14.
Yeah.
Nope.
31.
Yeah, that was a 9 as well, so 65 left, I think.
Require 81.
Treble 19, double 12. Will we see the little smile? No. The serious face this time. 19. 12. Yeah, 12 for the ball. Oh.
Made sure of that 12.
Absolutely. No thought in her head. Yeah, just making sure she's right again. Bullseye.
For the match and a place in the semis.
Oh, dear word. Even she was having to have a second look there. Very unlucky, Mayumi. Now, are you brave, Wendy? Are you going to go 25?
3 darts in hand, you've got to.
Yeah, she's got 20, so 13 for double 16. Double 16 then. 1 dart to save her World Masters. Oh, no. And is that the last dart she throws?
Mayumi, you require 25.
Always awkward 25 because, oh my God, you've got to hit the big number. Looking at 17, I think, here.
Could be anything.
Yep.
17 it is.
17 for double 4. You've got the added bonus of the 3 if you flick, I guess. Double 4 then for a place in the semi-final against Bo Greaves.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it is in there. Oh, look at that.
Delighted. Mayumi Ouchi. 5-3 victory over New Zealand's Wendy Harper, and a 70 average for both ladies there. But it is Mayumi Ouchi. 5-3 win takes her into Sunday's semi-finals here at the Winmau World Masters. 2 to go. Our next match, Natalie Gilbert takes on Stephanie Rennock.